Today we are going to discuss about the formation of aromatic aldehydes, for example benzaldehyde, and that we are going to do with toluene plus chromyl chloride. And one important thing here is that since there is no mechanism required according to this syllabus, so you don't have to search for mechanism, instead just study the reaction directly. So here if you see, toluene is reacting with chromyl chloride, which is CrO2Cl2, in the presence of carbon disulfide. And how this complexes from, the mechanism is not required, but for the basic understanding, you see CH3 is there, and you know around carbon 4 bonds should be there, right? So this is the one carbon, this is the one bond, this is the 3 bond, okay, with 3 hydrogen. Now if we replace the 2 hydrogen from here, what is left? CH is left, and those 2 hydrogen is being replaced by this group, which is OCrOHCl2, which comes from here. So we have not changed anything from here, and also one hydrogen is there in the middle that you can see has come from this hydrogen, right? And the chromium complex is formed. This compound that is chromyl chloride is added in the complex, in the formation of the complex. But here one difference is created, that is the hydrogen. One hydrogen is there in the form of HCl, okay? So after this chromium complex is formed, it is hydrolyzed, or it is reacted with water, and we will get the benzaldehyde, that is your aromatic ring and CHO. So this is the Itard reaction. There are many ways of preparing benzaldehyde from toluene. One of the ways that we have seen is the Itard reaction, in which we have used the chromyl chloride and carbon disulfide. Here we are going to use chromium oxide, acetic anhydride at a temperature of 273 to 283 Kelvin. So basically we will take the toluene and we will react it with chromium oxide along with the presence of acetic anhydride. This is the formula for acetic anhydride, which is a common compound, so you have to keep the formula in mind. Next, again one complex is formed, which is known as the benzalidine diacetate. So it is given here, benzalidine diacetate, and on treatment of this benzalidine diacetate, when we will hydrolyze it in the presence of heat, or you can see if we steam it, then we will get benzaldehyde. So here also the same thing is happening here, OCOCH3. So this is the complex form. Another important thing here is that if you are asked, if the question is given like this, no, only the reactant side is given, then you can skip this part, you can skip the complex part. Here also you can skip the complex part, but here you have to remember one thing, this hydrolysis should come here, you should show this part here, okay? So you can skip this portion, the complex portion you can skip, but then you have whatever reagent or whatever reaction is going on, that portion you have to mention it here. Because if you write only this part, then only this compound is formed, not this, right? That is why it is necessary to write all the important reagents used in the reaction. Another way is by using toluene in the presence of chlorine. HV means light, sunlight, okay? So using sunlight, what we can do is that we can convert the toluene into benzyl chloride, which is ClCl2, and then we will hydrolyze it or react it with water at a temperature of 373 Kelvin, and we will get benzaldehyde. So the aromatic structure is intact, only the CH3 group is changing here. That thing you have to keep in mind. Another important or the name reaction is the Gattermann-Koch reaction, in which we will take the benzene. Now we are not using toluene, we are using benzene to get benzaldehyde. So here we will use carbon monoxide, hydrogen chloride or hydrochloric acid, after that anhydrous aluminum chloride or copper chloride. So if you use this reagent, we will get benzaldehyde. So this is the difference between all the reactions that we have used. When we are using the chromium, that way we can chromium compounds, we can convert the toluene into benzaldehyde via some complex. But here toluene is reacting with chlorine in presence of sunlight, then also we are getting the benzaldehyde. Here we have taken benzene in place of toluene, and using appropriate reagents we have got the benzaldehyde. You see, we do not need the mechanism, so there is no point of wasting time. You have to remember the reaction. There is no other ways. First of all, you have to understand the names, the structures. You have to remember the reagents that are used, and like that only if you go on practicing you can remember the reaction. Otherwise there is no way out.